Okay, so starting in a kneeling position on our mats with our knees slightly out towards the outside of our mat. We're going to reach forward, dropping those elbows down towards the ground, and then relax that forehead down towards the floor. Feeling that pull across the upper back as we separate those shoulder blades. And allow the muscles all the way down the spine to relax and release. Taking some nice long deep breaths in this position. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll forward onto all fours, dropping our hips down towards the floor and open up our chest, coming into our cobra position. And slight back bend. Allow those hips to fall down towards the ground. And then when you're ready, lowering that chest down towards the floor. From here, securing your hand in front of you, you're going to reach around and pull your foot in towards your glutes, pushing that hip down towards the ground, getting that deep stretch through our quad. And I'm going to push that hip down towards the floor. Find a little bit of pressure to the top of the foot. See if you can enhance that stretch that little bit further. When you're ready, relaxing out of that stretch, we're going to change sides. We're swapping arms and then pulling that opposite foot in towards your glutes. Again, pushing that hip down towards the floor. Really target that muscle. Taking some nice long deep breaths. And trying to work with your body to allow those muscles to start to relax and release. Relaxing that foot back down, securing your hands on the ground. We're going to push up into our plank position. From here, we're going to follow through, driving those heels down towards the ground, dropping that forehead down towards the mat into our downward dog position. You should be feeling that nice deep stretch through the back of the legs, into the calf, into the hamstring. Find where feels good. And then from here, what we're going to do is rock from side to side in our downward dog. So we're almost dropping our hips from one side to the other, enhancing that stretch down that single leg before rocking back to the other side. Go as deep as you feel comfortable with this. Keeping that forehead down towards the floor. And then returning back to that neutral position. We're going to reach through to grab hold of our foot or ankle or calf, depending on where you are in your stretching. Just to enhance that stretch even further down that single side. Holding that there. And taking some nice long deep breaths. Returning to that downward dog position. And again, into those rocks. Let's see if we can take it that little bit further now. I can definitely notice the increase is suppleness on this single side, but I've stretched that a little bit deeper. And then returning again back to that neutral position. We're going to reach through to grab hold of our opposite foot. Hold that there. Taking some nice long deep breaths. And again, returning to that neutral position and into those rocks. You should feel that suppleness have increased again slightly now. We've stretched both sides intensely. And returning again back to that neutral position. From here, we're going to round forward into our plank. And then stepping through with one foot to the outside of our hands. So we're quite nice and wide in our high lunge position here, with my hands supporting my weight as well in front. Keeping that back leg straight, but we're going to sink those hips that little bit deeper. See if you can start to bring those hips down towards the floor. And open up through that hip flexor. If that is enough for you, then holding that stretch there. If you want to enhance this a little bit further, we're going to drop down to our forearms. Hold that position there. Coming back up to your fully extended arms if you didn't drop. And then from there, we're going to twist through and look up towards the sky. So still maintaining that nice straight leg. Sinking those hips down towards the floor. Following that hand with your gaze, so really looking up towards the sky. And then returning back to our high plank position. We're going to take it onto the other side. So stepping forward with that opposite leg, keeping that back leg straight, feeling into the hip flex on the opposite side. Just holding it there for a second. Or if you want to, dropping through onto your forearms. Move back up to that fully extended arm if you didn't drop through, just staying where you are. And then moving towards that twist. So looking up towards the sky. Maintaining that high lunge. And then dropping that hand through, retaining back to your plank position. Fabulous. From there, we're going to drop that chest down towards the ground, and then again come into our upward facing dog. Tucking those toes and returning back to our downward facing dog. Pushing those heels down and rounding forward into our plank. Okay, from here what I want you to do is take one knee so it's directly underneath your chest in line with your hands. We're going to rotate our foot round to the outside and then drop through into our pigeon stretch, okay? So we're targeting our glutes here. If you want to drop forward onto your forearms, you can. If you want to stay with your hands fully extended, you can. Trying to get that foot as high as you can into this stretch. Again, dropping through. Targeting that hip flexor, targeting those glutes. Have a little bit of a wiggle here. See what feels good. And then when you feel into some tension, just holding with it. And really encouraging that body to relax and release. Tucking that back toe, we're going to return to that plank position, and this time take that opposite knee in towards our chest. Again, rotating that foot underneath us, and then relaxing down. Again, if it feels more comfortable for you, you can drop down onto your forearms. If not, you can just stay. Doing a little bit of a wiggle again, see if you can work into that tension. Taking some nice long deep breaths again. And this time we're going to rock out of this position and come to a seated position on the mat. Okay, with both feet, I'll come this way so you can see. With both feet fully extended in front, we're going to reach forward, grabbing hold of those heels. Allowing that forehead to drop down towards the mat, and then pulling backwards through that upper back, so getting that deep stretch between our scapulars as well. Okay, from here we're going to cross one leg over the top of our body and hug it in nice and tight. As we do, we're going to rotate through. Again, targeting those glutes. And taking some nice deep breaths here. Returning back to our forward fold, so both feet together, reaching forward, dropping that forehead down towards your knees. Coming back up to an upright position, crossing over your opposite leg this time, hugging it in nice and tight by pulling that forearm towards your chest, and then again rotating through. Open up that chest. Taking some nice long deep breaths. And relax back with those feet together. Last forward fold, so bringing our forehead again down towards those knees. Each time seeing if you can take it that little bit deeper. and relax. Brilliant. Nice quick stretch for you to complete. See you soon. Thank you.